And it's time for our artist spotlight. You may remember Sons of Serendip. They won the hearts of fans and judges alike as finalists on America's Got Talent with their emotionally stirring interpretations of pop music, arranged with a unique blend of vocals, harp, piano, and cello. And this Friday, they take the stage at Jewett Auditorium at the College of Idaho as part of the Arts Everywhere season of Caldwell Fine Arts. So we have the lead singer of Sons of Serendip, Micah Christian, joining us right now. Such a pleasure to have you here on the show, Micah. For those
Thank you for having me, Mellisa.
Yes, we're so excited to have you. And for those who didn't have the pleasure of seeing you on America's Got Talent, tell us a bit about your band.
Yeah, so we are a classical crossover group, harp, cello, piano, and I'm the vocalist for the group. And we got known originally from taking popular music and rearranging it and putting our own creative spin to it. And that was actually how we got our start on America's Got Talent. Our first performance for a public audience was for the auditions for America's Got Talent. And we ended up placing fourth that season. And since then, we have been traveling all over this beautiful country, performing for all kinds of wonderful audiences. And so it's been a real blessing.
Oh, that's beautiful. Where did the idea for all of these classical instruments come together with your vocals, right, to cover pop, but do it in almost like a classical way? Where did this concept come from?
So it wasn't something that we had planned. Three of the members of the group were roommates, and two of them were studying in the same music program at Boston University. And the other roommate was studying law, and I ended up actually meeting the lawyer at the time, and he's the pianist in the group, and he introduced me to the other guys, and he said one of my roommates is a harpist and one of my roommates is a cellist, and I had a different image in my head. So then when I met them, I was like, wait a minute, this is interesting. And so we had joked about putting something together. There was no real intention on becoming a band. But then when I heard about the America's Got Talent auditions, I just asked them, I was like, hey guys, do you want to audition just for fun and just see what happens? And everybody was like, yeah, sure. Yep. And next thing you know, we're swept up on this incredible journey. And we're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. So it's been
my goodness, a decade. Yeah. A decade. And just by happens, you took a chance. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yes. And you never know where life takes you. That's such a great point to the fact that, just walk through the door and see what's on the other side.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk about you though. So singing, when and where did you study your art?
So I actually grew up singing in church and also in chorus as well in middle school and high school. And then I joined a cappella groups when I was in college, and one of the groups that I joined was called Hyena Sound, and it's a semi-pro a cappella group on Cape Cod in Massachusetts, and we would perform like 90 to 100 concerts every summer. Ooh. And so I learned a lot. I wasn't studying music at the time. I took every music course that I could, but I was studying communication and sociology, and so I just soaked up as much as I could from each member of the group. There were 10 different guys, and a lot of them were studying music and studying voice. And then I kind of put music to the side for a little while. After I graduated, I pursued other things and ended up going to seminary thinking I was going to be, in ministry, in that way, in a church or, that kind of setting. But then after I graduated from seminary, I felt like led in a completely different direction, and music ended up becoming a central part of my life after, and so once things started to take off with the group, I then started to do more voice lessons, one-on-one with some vocal coaches, and because I was trying to figure out how to stay, in this industry for as long as I can. And so, yeah, I've grown a lot over the years, and it's been just a really beautiful journey, and have grown to really appreciate, the experience of sharing music and singing, over the years.
Yeah, what a gift. How blessed and what a gift. Okay, so we're actually going to get to hear a performance at the end of the show from your band. Tell us about this performance.
So the song is I Lived, and this song actually means a lot to us, and we'll be performing this song, at the concert that's coming up. And it means a lot to us because it was the first song that we performed with an orchestra. That was a dream of ours when we first started. We were like, oh, it would be amazing to have an opportunity to perform with orchestras. And this song, I Lived, it's a remake of a One Republic tune. And and so it means a lot to us.
That's awesome. Okay, so again, your debut's coming up here in Caldwell at the Jewett Auditorium. Where can people see you live in person?
So yeah, you can see us live at the Jewett Auditorium at 7 p.m. This Friday, and it'll be a mixture of songs that they already know and love, just done in a really creative way, as well as some original material, and we're also going to be doing some storytelling too. We try to create an experience for the audience, and so yeah, it's always a really good time, and the goal is to connect on a deeper level and just have a great time together. So.
Love that. And then people can also follow you too at sonsofserendip.com, right?
Yes, they can.
Wonderful.
Sonsofserendip.com. All the information is there.
Micah, thank you so much for sharing a portion of your journey with us today. We look so forward to having you here in town, and everyone stick around to see a little sneak peek performance a little bit later on in the show. Thank you again, Micah. Everyone stick around, more to come here on Idaho Today right after the break.